You don't become a low-value man overnight. It's not one mistake that breaks you. It's the quiet decisions, the ones you think don't matter. The skipped workout, the extra hour of scrolling, the moment you said, "It's not that serious," until one day, everything is. Low value isn't about your bank account. It's not about your face, your height, or your clothes. It's about how much of yourself you've traded for comfort. How many times you've chosen the easy road over the right one. How often you've betrayed your own potential with weak choices. You can't lie to yourself forever because your habits always tell the truth. And if any of these signs hit you hard, good, that means you're waking up. Let's break it down. 7 signs you're becoming a low-value man, or already are one. And how to stop before it ruins your future. Because the last one, that's the reason most men never rise. Sign 1, you lack self-control. Every collapse starts here. You say you want success, but you chase distractions. You talk about focus, but you binge content that makes you numb. You say you're a man of purpose, but you spend your nights chasing temporary highs. Just one more video, just one more drink, just one more excuse. Until just one more becomes your identity. Low-value men are ruled by impulse. They think they're free, but they're prisoners, slaves to comfort, addicted to escape. And no matter how big your dreams are, you'll never build anything if you're too weak to say no. High-value men master themselves. They control their appetite. They monitor what they consume, physically, mentally, emotionally. Not because it's easy, but because they understand. Every temptation they resist is another brick in the foundation of power. Sign 2. You think you know everything. The man who stops learning has already started dying. Low-value men don't listen. They talk, they argue, they interrupt, not because they're confident, but because they're insecure. They mistake pride for strength. They defend ignorance like it's an achievement. They don't want truth. They want to feel right. So they reject feedback. They avoid correction. They surround themselves with yes men. Because real accountability makes them uncomfortable. But growth never happens in comfort. High-value men stay curious. They ask questions. They admit when they're wrong. They study people who are ahead, and they shut up long enough to learn. Because a wise man knows, ego is the enemy of evolution, and you can't rise if you already think you're at the top. Sign 3. You chase pleasure over discipline. This is where good men rot slowly. You think you're living life, but you're just numbing it. You drink to escape. You scroll to avoid. You hook up to feel wanted, and you call it freedom. But it's not freedom. It's decay. Low-value men chase moments. They want the feeling of progress without the price of hard work. They dream big but grind small. They want peace but search for it in pleasure. And here's the truth. Pleasure is the most expensive addiction on earth because it costs you everything and gives you nothing. Discipline is hard, but it builds the man who can handle life. Discipline doesn't feel good today, but it gives you power tomorrow. Every rep you don't skip, every urge you fight, every temptation you say no to, builds armor. And that armor? That's what separates the leaders from the lost. Sign 4. You complain and avoid responsibility. Low-value men love to blame the system, their childhood, the economy, their ex, their boss, the weather, anything but themselves. But every time you point the finger, you hand away your power. You become a spectator in your own life, watching it fall apart, while convincing yourself it's not your fault. Strong men don't do that. They own the mess, even if they didn't cause it. Because when you take responsibility, you give yourself permission to change. Whining won't save you. Ranting won't fix it. Blaming won't elevate you. Only ownership will. You can either complain about the fire Or you can step up and become the one who puts it out. But most men won't, because it's easier to judge others than fix themselves. And that leads us to the next one, the one that turns insecurity into identity. Sign 5. You constantly criticize others. A man who spends his time tearing others down is a man avoiding the hard work of building himself up. He mocks, he gossips, he measures his worth by how small he can make others feel. Why? Because it's easier to judge someone else than face your own reflection. It's easier to point out their flaws than admit your own stagnation. Low-value men live in comparison. They speak loudly because silence forces them to hear their own emptiness. They joke about others to distract from their lack of direction. But a high-value man, he doesn't criticize. He analyzes. He learns from others' mistakes. He's too focused on growth to waste time on envy. Too busy building to tear anyone down. You want to know where a man is in life? Listen to what he talks about. Weak men talk about people. Strong men talk about goals. Disciplined men talk about systems. So if your mouth is full of judgment, it's because your life is empty of purpose. And that brings us to the next one, the people you allow into your world. Because no man becomes low value alone. Sign 6. You surround yourself with fools. You don't rise above your circle. You reflect it. Low-value men hang around other low-value men. They laugh at mediocrity. They defend laziness. They celebrate average. Why? Because it makes them feel safe. Because being challenged feels threatening. So they stay in a bubble where no one grows, no one leads, no one dares to be more. But here's the cost. Your circle is your ceiling. If your closest friends have no vision, yours will fade. If they fear discomfort, you will run from challenge. If they waste time, you'll bury your future with them. A high-value man chooses his tribe, not based on comfort, but on elevation. He surrounds himself with men who are sharper, tougher, more disciplined, men who don't coddle him. They correct him, because iron sharpens iron, and pressure makes diamonds. So ask yourself, do your people sharpen you or soften you? And now, the final sign. The one most men ignore until it's too late, the one that kills silently. Sign 7. You're addicted to comfort. Comfort is the graveyard of greatness. It whispers, you've done enough. It tells you, rest now. It convinces you that the small win is the finish line. But every time you settle, every time you pull back, every time you avoid the hard thing, you lose a piece of your edge. Low-value men stop growing the moment life gets easy. They coast, they plateau, they disappear quietly into routines that require no effort, no risk, no pain. But here's the truth. You will never become extraordinary by living a life that's always comfortable. Growth lives in pain. Discipline lives in friction. Power is built in the discomfort most men run from. High-value men chase that discomfort. They lean into pressure. They understand that success is forged in struggle, not found in ease. So if your life feels safe, predictable, soft, that's not peace. That's a warning. Because a man who chooses comfort today will live with regret tomorrow. Now listen, this isn't about shame. It's about awareness. You can't fix what you won't face. Every man has low-value habits, but what separates the strong from the stuck is the courage to confront them. So if any of this hit hard, good. That means there's still fire in you, still something worth fighting for, still a version of you that's buried, but not dead. It's time to rise, time to rebuild your structure, protect your focus, sharpen your discipline, guard your mind, command your energy. Because at the end of the day, you don't need more motivation, you need more movement. You don't need more information, you need more execution. So stop talking. Start acting. Your value isn't based on what you say. It's based on what you do when no one's watching. And from this moment forward, let every choice prove you are not the average man. You're the man who chose to rise.